Hi there, thanks for watching and welcome back to the homestead for another Saturday morning video. It's a rare, bitterly cold day in Durban, South Africa, and today I'll be taking on the challenge of making a pocket hole jig like the one you see in your pic. So I had done a great job of recording the process as I went along. However, while trying to free up space on my Android device, I inadvertently deleted most of the video takes. So I've had to come back and re-record as best as I could. I started the process off with this block, which I then marked out using one of this Milescraft jigs which I had bought. So what I did first was I cut off that wedge on the bandsaw, and that is my 15-degree line going down where we will drill. So the challenge was to drill at a 15-degree angle, and what I did there was that little piece which I cut off there, I put at the bottom, and it then put this block at that angle, which brought the 15-degree line parallel with my drill bit. I then went in and drilled. I've used two of these woodworking inserts which I've put in there, and that's to keep the bit from playing around. I've drilled it to 9.5, so the bit fits in there nice and tight. What happens is that if you have too much of play here, your bit's going to do that and then damage the wood bit. So I've epoxied that in, and from there what I did was I then marked here for these little pieces which I cut off. These are going to be this will be the frame of the jig where that will mount on. And the exciting part of it was that I was able to mill all of this on this mini mill which I built. If you look at one of my previous videos, you'll see that I turned this Dremel rotary tool into a mini milling machine, and I was then able to mill that out on the milling machine for the side frames to fit on. The next process then was to mark and mill two slots in there for the toggle clamp to fit on, and the slots would then enable the toggle clamp to fit back and forth. So check this out. Okay, here goes. Let's give it a whack and see how we do. I'm now set up to start milling the slots for the adjustable clamp to run on. So this will sit on there, and then I'll be able to move it back and forth depending on how thick the timber I'm using. So let's start with that. I have the slots cut out in there. Took me a bit of time, but that's done, and that part will fit in there like that, and then it's going to be adjustable for the different thickness of timber we're going to be using. So what I'm going to have to do now is mill some slots in there for that part to move up and down, and once it's done, I think we have it. So finally I'm done with all the milling, slot cutting, drilling, tapping. That's the reverse side of it there, the recess slot there for the bolt head to countersink inside. So I'm ready to assemble this, and let's see how it looks. Okay, here we have the final product. Toggle clamp locks the timber in place like that. Then of course your drill goes in from that side like that. You can set it to whatever depth you need it to go. I've put these wing nuts on the side there to allow that to adjust up and down. So yeah, there you have it. I'll clean up and then do a couple of test holes on it. So that's it from the Suburban Homesteader for this week. Thank you for watching my videos. Hit a like and remember to subscribe.